So this video is going to be about living in the present moment. So it is important to live in the present moment because everybody thinks that when God created the heavens and the earth, he just stopped creating. But really, in reality, he creates every moment, every second of every day. He didn't just stop creating. When he first started creating, he continued to create. And he's still creating right now, even as we talk. Every move we make, every sound we make, everything we hear is a creation of God, or whoever you want to call him. So it's important to live in the present moment because when he's putting these new energies out to create, you can take part in these energies to create things in your consciousness, in your life. But when you are constantly in the past, in the present, the past and the future, you aren't harnessing these energies to create things in your life because the past is already over with and dead. The future is not here yet. So in essence, those things really don't even exist. So when you live in the present moment, that's when your vibes are the highest. That's when you're able to manifest things that you want in your life the easiest because there's no blockages up. Especially when you're in the moment and you're not judging. You gotta remember that just because somebody told you that is a tree is a tree, it doesn't mean that that's a tree. Just so they told you that black is the color black, it doesn't mean that's the color black. All these things didn't have labels on them when God created them. Man put labels on them. Just because somebody says the sky is blue, does that really mean it's blue? No. All these things don't really have a label on them. They're just part of God's creation. That's it. So when you're putting labels on them, you're pretty much judging them, and you put a blockage up for your conscious to recognize their true essence. Which the true essence is what? The Most High God. Everything is just God, and even God is kind of belittles it because since he's infinite, he can't really have a title. But everything is infinite, so how can it have a title? So when you're living in the present moment and not living in judgment, you start to have magical things start to happen in your life. Lots of what's those things called? Lots of synchronicities happening in your life. Lots of miracles and magical things happening in your life when you're free of judgment and you live in the present moment. And it also goes along with the middle path of Buddhism. Now, everything on this creation, everything is about balance. Everything's about balance. The more balanced you are, the more right and positive things are going to turn out for you. When you're off balance, the more chaos is going to be in your life. Balance equals order. Unbalance equals chaos. So pick whichever one that you want. I want order in my life, so I like to stay on the middle path of the present moment and non-judgment. Now, in the middle path of Buddhism, it talks about how people on earth in the Chandogya Upanishad. If you read that, it talks about the afterlife for people. And people who get on earth and do a lot of sacrifices and do a lot of good things for people, do a lot of positive stuff for people, help people, when they die, where they go is they go to the dark side of the moon. And the dark side of the moon is where, although you live a positive afterlife and you live a good afterlife, you still have to reincarnate on Earth. But they reach the dark side of the moon, but they don't reach the sun. Now, when somebody it does the opposite of that and doesn't help anybody, doesn't make any sacrifices or doing evil things to people, they go to the land of Yama, which is the king of the dead. Or if they're done worse, they go to hell. But they only go for a specific amount of time, and then they reincarnate back on Earth. But there's some people that choose the middle path, where they take care of their responsibilities that they have, but at the same time, they don't attach to anything. They aren't attached to anything happening. They let every moment be its moment and just let everything go how it's going without complaining about it without seeing it as good or bad, wrong or right, and they just take their path, their responsible path of non-judgment, and let everything be what it's going to be. Like the term, it is what it is. That's what they do. So they do lots of renunciation. The Buddhist monks, they might go to Buddhist temple and stay there and renounce things of this earth, because they have to slowly release the attachments that they have from this earth, and they have to just renounce things and clear themselves of these attachments, so they can stay on that middle path of non-judgment and just accept every moment for what it is. And because they don't have any attachments to this earthly realm, whether it be positive or negative, they get to go someplace that is positive. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, they get to go someplace where they don't have to reincarnate on earth at all. And they stay there for a very long time. So they don't have to reincarnate on earth because they didn't attach themselves to anything on earth. And that's what it takes. But that's hard for a lot of people, because you're attached to your family, your friends, your job, your children, stuff like that. Lots of people are even attached to just material things. So lots of people think that they're doing good by making a lot of sacrifices or helping a lot of people, but really they are doing something good. I won't take that away from them, but they're keeping their self attached to the earthly realm, because although they're doing good stuff, in order for you to feel like that, feel like, oh, these people are going through so much suffering, I'm going to go help them and I'm going to make it right. That means that you see right and wrong, and that you are attached to this earthly plane because of the right and wrong that you see. So when you attached, you had to come back to this earth to finish what you were attached to. And the folks that see things, when they want to do evil things, they're attached to the world in an angry way. They're angry people on earth. They're mad at people on earth. They feel resentment and regret and guilt, and that's what attaches them. But the person that takes that middle path and sees everything for what it is, that's the key out of here. That's that road out of here. Is that right there? So that's what this video is about: living in the present moment and taking that middle path, so that you can go to the land of the gods. They call that the path of the gods, and they say very few people take it. I know it's hard for some, but if you want to finally get out this planet and don't have to reincarnate on this planet, take that path of the present moment with non-judgment, and just let everything be what it's going to be, so that you don't have to reincarnate on this earth. Okay? So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace out.
Siddhartha, I have finalized the arrangements for your wedding. Yashodhara will be a good queen for our Shakya clan. I have nothing to worry about anymore. Right?
Are you Yashodhara?
Now, Siddhartha, come with me.
The pleasures of the flesh will only bring about pain and suffering. True happiness does not and never will exist in such pleasures. The devil. You are the daughters of Mara. And yet there must be the light of angels within each one of you. You have merely forgotten this, and so you are filled with greed and driven to do evil. That is why you must suffer in hell. If you wish to be beautiful like an angel, make your heart and mind beautiful.
Siddhartha! Gautama Siddhartha! I am the god who countless numbers of generations have long worshipped. I am Brahma. I was very impressed. You have become quite enlightened. But young Siddhartha, in your relentless pursuit of enlightenment, you have forgotten something very important that will affect your quest. You have neglected a basic principle of being human. You have abandoned your father. Am I wrong?
Unacceptable! Absolutely not! Who will rule this country while you run off to become a monk? Especially in these times of war, our Shakya clan is constantly vulnerable and exposed. It's not as if you don't know about these dangers. You are both strong and intelligent. You are respected and loved by the people. Siddhartha, you can protect this country. You are my only hope. The future of the Shakya clan lies with you. What will we do without you?
Your heart must be aching. That is natural for a human. Oh yes, I remember now. You also left your mother crying and heartbroken.
There you are. Prajapati.
What is it, Your Majesty?
What are you thinking about?
About Siddhartha. I was simply wondering if I was ever a good enough mother to him.
You did everything for that boy. You loved him as your own when his real mother passed away. You are not responsible for his decision to become a monk. Do not let it concern you.
Yet, I have even more pity for the wife and child that you abandoned. Isn't it the most important thing for you human beings to get married and find happiness through your family life?
Wait a minute, Siddhartha. Don't go.
My father. He has grown old. Should I return to the palace of Kapila to succeed my father to the throne?
Yes, that is exactly what you should do now. Hurry back and return to the palace. You will make everyone happy. You have tried your best, and that is good enough. Now go back to your home and live for the happiness of your family and clan. You may remain spiritual by keeping in contact with me, Brahma. you should try to enjoy your life as much as possible in this world. After all, isn't that why you were born into this world? The more you enjoy yourself in this world, the greater your happiness will be in the next.
The more I enjoy myself in this world. I was unable to find any clues for enlightenment through ascetic discipline. And yet, the luxurious life of the palace seemed just as empty. Physical pain, as well as physical pleasure, both extremes must be denied. The middle path between pain and pleasure must be followed in order to pursue the truth. The more I enjoy myself in this world, the greater my happiness will be in the next. Perhaps it is my attachment to this world, still lurking in my mind, that is causing these thoughts. You are not Brahma.
How can you say that to me, Siddhartha? I am merely concerned about you.
Quiet. You are Mara, the devil. I can see your true form.
But Siddhartha! Once again, you have impressed me with your abilities. So, you have discovered my true identity. Well, you should have gone back to the palace while you still had the chance. Prepare yourself! Come forth, my invincible warriors! No one in heaven or earth can defeat you! Yet this man is trying to humiliate us and is attempting to deprive us of our rightful home. Show him the fires of your rage and destroy him! Burn him with your flames of hate!
Listen carefully. Even if there is no one in heaven or on earth who can defeat your troops, I will still defeat you by using the power of infinite wisdom which I possess. No matter what kind of thoughts I have, even considerate thoughts for my family, if they turn into attachment, they will cause great suffering. I must become unattached. I must become like the water in a stream that keeps running. I must pass on my knowledge of this enlightenment to others.